Good evening, darlings. I got another anonymous request. This one says, "So, your son in a dwarf, eh? Well, can't blame him. They say dwarves have sturdy axes, good hammerwork, and apparently Gimli Gloinson is very good with his mouth too." Darling, why do you think I want to hear about this? Do you really think I want these sorts of mental images of my son and his husband? I really don't. I appreciate that you're having a bit of fun and, dwarf jokes, ha ha ha. But I do not need to be thinking about these sorts of things happening with my own son, my precious little boy. It's just... You have to put yourself in my shoes. As a father, I don't want to think about... Even if my son was dating a good elven girl, I would still not want to hear about all of their history together, or think about what they get up to in their own bedroom. That's their business. I don't need to know. I don't want to know, darlings. But particularly not with his husband, my lord. I really just don't want anything to do with it, darling. I'm accepting it, that it's happening. And that is a huge step for me, I think, it's been very difficult for me to come to terms with this, and maybe harder than it should, and I'm willing to admit that. However, throwing it at me time and time again is not making it any easier. In fact, it's doing quite the opposite. So... I just don't need to know what he is good with like that in any way whatsoever. Would you want to hear if your child's escapades in the bedroom with their significant other? You wouldn't want to hear that. Or if you don't have children, your parents, do you really want to know exactly what they are getting up to when it's just the two of them? And they're devoid of clothes. No, you really don't want to know. Even if you do, you don't want to think about it. It's... I'm getting... One moment. Anyhow, darling, I appreciate that you're trying to show the positive side of all of this. And I'm very happy that he's found someone who is skilled in whatever it is that he wants them to be skilled in, but I don't personally need to know about it. Congratulations to my son. The end. I don't need to know the specifics. Now, if you're trying to get me to sort of appreciate dwarven prowess in these matters, then that's a different sort of thing, and that should be discussed separately from what's going on with my son and his husband. So, thank you for trying to... whatever it was you were trying to do, darling. If it's driving me to drink, then you have completely succeeded. So, until next time, darlings, ta-ta, and have a good night.